same day I just changed clothes. It's freezing cold. I am so cold and I feel like shit, man. I just keep laying on the couch. I feel so yucky. But I was watching some TikToks, and just the thing about the money, where in England, it's already that you go to the bank, you can't get your money out. I think it's happened in Canada. There's been some weird stuff, definitely in China. So, anyways, and I know I've talked about it on here so many times, but I thought I should just do it again just to make sure it, just to prepare everybody really, because a lot of people are so scared about this money crashing thing. But this has been the whole purpose that they were trying to do is get us on this global financial situation and this, compliancy, whatever your credit score was based on compliancy or whatever nonsense, bullshit, slavery shit they're trying to do on us. So, anyways, that was the whole thing of shutting down the economy. They drove all the small businesses out. They started taking people's houses. You see what, they have the homeless people. Like, they've got a stranglehold on a lot of people. So that's what they were trying to do, was bring in theirs. But the people who a lot of people don't think exist, who I believe do, the other, you want to call them white hats or whatever, but that whole thing with the Nasera Gesera, that is what is they're doing. That's what they are putting into effect, getting us off of the banking system and back on something that's solid, like the gold standard, so that everything has value. They can't play this money scheme, money laundering bullshit with us anymore. That is falling apart. And so the people who want to run to the banks and get their money out and stuff like that, there is no money. There is nothing there. Like, some banks are allowed to keep like a certain amount of paper, but the paper has no value. There is no, my hair looks really wacky. The paper has no value. So they're allowed to keep a certain amount, but they can't give it to you like that, because it is everything is oversold. It's like they oversold something, and that's what's crashing. And that is before, when people ran on the banks back in the time of the Depression, and it all crashed. They didn't have any money to give to people, because they never have. It's always been a money marketing scheme. So it was always inflated. They were always selling something they didn't have. And so there's nothing for you to run to the bank and get. And even if you got some pieces of paper, they're going to have no value. Even if you go hide them in a can in your yard, when you bring them out, it still has no value. It's just, you could use it as fire starter at this point. There's countries that won't even take it in as currency because it has no value. And this is a global event where everybody is going to go on to this equality of the gold standard, where each human being has the same value. And so it is going to be no more third world countries and stuff, but it's going to just be equal. But everybody is going to have value that's their own, instead of how the system has been, and where you're having to go out and fight for everything, and in this dog eat dog world. So that's changing. And when they decided to put in this other system, that is when they, this whole quantum future is what everything is going into. So this quantum money system, these quantum, it is about our health. It's just a whole different thing. Like, you can look up about it. But that's the money system they're going to put in place. So when the banks crash and everything goes, it's going to, a lot of people are going to freak out. People are already freaking out. They just have no idea. If they really think their money has value and it's theirs and they can go to the bank and get it. It's like, it's not yours. It's that's why they can do this whole currency online thing. That's why they're trying to push it online, because there's nothing there. And then they get us to value it. Like, anybody who would go in and just value, like, then you're not even going to have a piece of paper to shake around. It's just going to be points, you know, working for points. So it's fucking nonsense. So, especially when they're driving up the economy to where, you know, you try and get so many points to pay for your living expenses, and then they drive it up. So you're constantly having to try and get more points and more points, and everything you do, they don't like. And I guess in some of these places, they, have these cameras everywhere in the street, and you even jaywalk. You walk across the street without looking. They'll deduct money out of your thing automatically. It's all set up on some sort of fucking horrifying system. So anyways, but that's what they want to do globally, and it's up to us to say fuck off. You know, but everybody who wants to jump right in, okay, well, I'll do whatever you do, you know, whatever. Like these freaking people down there waiting to give condolences about the queen lined up with the death wall. It's like, oh my God, people are so disconnected. It's so bizarre. So anyways, the thing that I think everybody should do is this. I mean, it's right on the edge. It's about to go, and we could help it along. Fucking go shopping. Make sure you have gas. Make sure you have food, because anything can happen, and they can, you know, put us into a situation. I don't think it would go more than a week or something. I don't think it would go long. I don't think, you know, these people who have stocked up for years and years, I think it was unnecessary. But if it gave them, that feeling of safety, but whatever, everybody's got their own lessons. Everybody's lessons are their own. It's completely designed by self. So, you know, it doesn't have to make any sense to any of us. So anyways, the thing is if we all went shopping, if everybody just went shopping and bought everything, spent all their money, and the banks had to send that money for your purchases, then we could crash them. Like, what the hell are they going to do? All the people are always like, well, let's boycott this. Let's just shut it down. We won't buy anything. We need to do quite the opposite. We need to crash them because they don't have money to pay for this shit. And everything that we get that is solid is something that we actually have then. So, you know, you've been putting off buying a TV for months and months because the economy, and you're worried, and you know, you need something for your car, or, you know, you need a new mattress, whatever it is. This is the time to hurry up and buy it, like right now, so you actually have something for all the work, because the paper's not going to be there. But something you go and buy for yourself, you will have. If you go buy a new mattress, you'll have a nice bed to sleep on. Then you can keep thinking, well, I got this for my work, for all my years of loyalty. So, but everything is gonna, I don't know how fast it's all gonna go. I think that it's gonna kind of slowly go into people's things. Like, they may give everybody a certain amount of money. Maybe everybody will get like $50,000. And then, but you have a lot more value than that. But there's some people who just don't have the responsibility yet, that they would get themselves broke, and then they'd turn us, you know, they'd be the ones needing to go steal from other people because they're not to that place. You gotta raise your vibration. You gotta raise up how you look at things, like how you value things, what's important, and what you need, and how you treat others. And there's a lot of people who aren't there yet. So, but the money thing is going to be a part of this. I feel certain about this. So when the banks crash, they're not going to put us onto that thing. I think that was so much to get people to wake up to talk about the economy, because to put it like, oh, in December, in January, we're going to not even hold, something is in my eyes. We're not going to even hold criminals anymore. We're just going to let them go. Let them go. You want to go murder someone? Go ahead. Go do it. They don't, because it's against their rights or some bullshit. All of their stuff is just, it's such bullshit. God, it's just exhausting of bullshit, because it's just bullshit. Like, it's stupid shit. So anyways, if everybody went and spent all of their money, like if everybody bought something today by, you know, midnight tonight, and then went out to the store and bought it and took it home with them, or ordered it or whatever, and then the banks had to keep putting all that out, I think it would crash it. I think that we could fucking make it go ourselves instead of just sitting here passively waiting, for them to do it. There's enough people that are awake, that everybody could do it, but everybody is like, oh, like I gotta hold on to it. Something might happen, instead of thinking, hey, this shit doesn't mean anything. What do I need? I better hurry up and get it, while I've got this in my hand. And that is how I think people need to be thinking. But once it goes down, I think it's gonna be real temporary of a thing, if it's a scare or whatever. And I think we're going to go real quick onto the other system, and then it's going to be very different. Like, it's kind of like you are your own banker. When we even go buy houses from people, you'll be buying it from a person. Like, you'll negotiate your contract with them. You either pay them up front, or if they want you to let them make payments or whatever. But it's going to be different. But there's going to be so much land being given away that I think it would be unnecessary to be buying houses. I don't think people are going to be buying houses in neighborhoods. I think that they're going to be going to where the land is being given away, and it will be so that they can build up cities and towns and communities and start, I mean, think about it. It's a lot easier to go out and start building up some new area rather than some of these cities and towns. Like, what I mean, I would assume when all of this shit starts going down, there's going to be a lot more riots. There's going to be a lot more disasters that are going to happen in some of these cities. And so, be a really big ordeal to go and clean it up. And why do we want to be in a concrete jungle anymore anyways? We need to be able to grow our own food. We need to be able to take care of ourselves. And that is what is better for the planet. We live in harmony with the planet. We only use what we need. This corporate oversell, as they just rape and pillage, they just destroy, they take everything, all the resources, they use way more than they need, and then they just destroy what's left. They don't care. And that is not how humans lived ever before. It's all been out of corporate greed. So, and the whole way that they structured the money thing, like, you can go look it up about the counterfeit, the fiat system. I think it's a counterfeit system 100%. I think they shortened it to the fiat system, but it's the end of that system, and we're going to go on a quantum system. But everybody will have a certain amount of money in their bank, and then I think, like, they're going to be giving all sorts of money to build communities. So say they give you, you and your family go, hey, I want to look and see what they're doing in Montana, about getting some land over there. And so then, and maybe you talk to some other family and friends and stuff, and you guys all decide you want to go get land in this certain vicinity, and you guys go out there, and then you start saying, well, what we need out here, it'd be nice if we could do this, maybe have like a little market where we can all go up and take our stuff, and then we can sell it, and then people passing through our town, we can sell our stuff, like the Amish. And think about it in that kind of way, how to take care of yourself and build this little town. But there's going to be a lot of money that the government is going to be putting into building up communities. So there's going to be all sorts of money coming into the country, through the country. It's coming from our established amount that U.S. got of the gold. Once all of the gold was confiscated, and it was divided up between all of the countries based on the people and stuff. And I don't know what the plan is, if they're really, I think they know through the looking glass how many people are really going to die and in which places and stuff. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. It's very strategic. Or is that they're leaving all of the money and sitting in one place until everything is complete. But I don't know, because there's already some people who are on it. Like, Russia's already on it. There's some other places, like, I don't know if Saudi Arabia, but there's some other places that are already on it. and they won't even accept dollars anymore. Our money has no value. So I don't remember them all. And it seems like this is a lot of information that is hard to find, because even when I started looking up, when I was hearing about our money wasn't being able to be used in other places, and you go look it up and see on that, whatever that's called, when you are going to go somewhere and you want to see how much money yours is worth, if you go on that website, I don't know, it just seemed really manipulated. Maybe it's different now, but you can go in and you can research. There's also a government financial clock that shows it's a debt counter. You can go look up about that, and it's live, so you can watch it in motion, whatever it's doing. And you know what, when I was seeing a lot, I saw that a lot in 2020, but when I was seeing a lot of that was a lot of stuff that you can watch on those numbers. It's got a lot of stuff going on. So anyways, when the thing crashes, I've heard that they are going to try and put theirs in, but it's going to be overridden by the quantum computer, I guess, and the quantum system. And it's blockchain, and it has all been, they've been beta testing it over the past couple of years, and it is it's impossible for anybody to get into your stuff, to hack into it. It's impossible. So nobody can get to your money. Nobody can access it and stuff. It's not based on like scanning yourself or something. I think it's going to be a number or something, but I don't know. I think quantum computer, I guess, can read who we are or something. I don't know. But there's all this stuff they put into this whole system, this blockchain system that's going to be in effect. And, they had already, if you look into it, like there's certain things where the post office already had patents on it. It's going to be something about our voting too. And he's in DC, and he also said he is putting it out there. He wants another one. He wants a new one. And that was something that was said by that. I'm pretty sure that was said by the letter. That's something I'd heard talked about for a long time, that there would be where we would have another one, another fill in the blank kind of thing, and see who won. And they wouldn't be able to cheat this time. So, and we know who, we know. It's so ridiculous, and it's sad how some of this, such a small group of people who do support that guy, who see things so strangely. I don't even know, like, what they're going to wake up to. Like, it's going to be a shocker for some of these people. And there's a lot of people who think that he is in D.C. because he's being arrested. It's like, man, you guys are oblivious to what's going on in this world. Ugh. It's crazy. So, and if he does get arrested, that's our, first shocking arrest, which that will be it. That will be the takedown, like right then. It will be, that would be an outside governing agency arresting a city prezi guy. You get what I'm saying? That will be big. More than what they've just done of putting in the president of the corporation, and then the media covering it and telling us this is our leader, when, but we had to see the separation between the corporation and the republic, and our constitutional rights, our God rights, the laws of man, and all that stuff. We had to learn about all that stuff, and we've learned a lot. And so anyways, just don't worry if the money thing crashes. But I'm no fucking economy person, but I would definitely say, if you have any money, I'd buy some shit. Buy something that you have needed and put off. And use your money wisely and get what you need, because the money has no value and is going to be gone. And there's no reason to hold on to it. There's no reason to think that if you do hold on to it, it's going to have value. It's not. And I have said for a long time, if you have any, run out and buy some silver. Buy some gold chains. Buy some silver chains. Buy some silver coins. Make sure you get pure silver. And don't get any these scams where they're like, well, we'll hold on to it, because they're just doing that oversell. So, it's the same scheme. take whatever you buy, you want it in your hand. You want to take it home with you. You want to put it somewhere safe because it's yours. And you will be able to use that. And it's going to go up so much in price that, I mean, it could buy you a lot of stuff. So, be smart and prepare and be ready because I think shit is really about to go down. And there's no telling what's going to happen. So, but the good thing will be is the economy and our medical and stuff, that there's going to be huge changes real quick, I think. So anyways, I will talk to you later. I'm going to go back and I can keep dozing off and stuff. I'm really just so exhausted. Like, oh my gosh, when she wakes me up and I'm just super, super grumpy, I know, like, I'm exhausted and I get up and my eyes are just burning. Oh, I just want to sleep. And then plus this fucking frequency. I don't know if that's just even wearing me out. The sound in my ears, it just is, oh my God, it fries your brain. Just exhausting. And then the temperature fucking fluctuation and the noise. It's all, I know it's all this hand of God to wake these people up around me. But still, I don't see their outrage. I saw, Miss, whatever, Fancy Pants over there across the street. The other day I did hear her outside yelling. Now, I don't think she was yelling at a dog or a person. I think she was just yelling about the noise. I'm not sure, though, but, yeah, these people just, I don't know. They just accept whatever, Oh, we need to wear 3. We need 16 of them. Okay, well, whatever it takes. It's like, oh, God. I don't know. It's so strange. But, there's other people who are living in whole other countries. I saw a girl who just up and went to Mexico. And she was talking about the food prices and how cheap it is there. But I was asking, and I saw other people, like, how did you do it? What did you have to do and stuff? And she had family already there. So, but yeah, I would love to just go down and get on some beach in Mexico and just fucking live in a tent. Live in a tent, rent this place out to travelers, and live in a tent on a Mexican beach. That's fine. I can do that. So anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.